This is Nathan Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. Today is Monday, August 12th, 2024. We are performing a video sewer line inspection through a 4-inch black ABS cleanout located on the right-hand side of the driveway. And we are located at 212 Siesta Ave, Thousand Oaks, California, 96130 60. And we're just going to place our camera head. This is our clean out and it is on the right hand side of the driveway. This is our garage door here. This is the right hand side as you approach the front door there. So we're just going to place our camera head at the top of the clean out here and zero out. And we're going to begin our video sewer line inspection. It is black ABS sewer line. Got a little bit of debris there. So we're just going to try to shake our camera head here. We're actually going to pull out and we're going to clean our camera head because we've got a little debris there. So we're just going to pull it out, clean it off real quick. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we did go ahead and clean our camera head. So we're just going to drop in down into our sewer line. And we transition from black ABS into vitreous clay there. And we do have, and then we transition back into black ABS. You can see we have a section of vitreous clay. We're just going to pull back a little bit. You can see we are holding water and debris there. You can see there. So we're just going to shake our camera head here in this water, try to get it clear. And you can see we are holding water here. So we're just going to push out a little bit. And we are in vitreous clay, and then we transition into what appeared to be black ABS. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. We are still got some debris on our camera head there. Yeah, keep on shaking. Still try to pull back. And
take a good look.
It appears that we are maybe in black ABS, but we are going to take a good look. So we're just going to pause here for a moment. And it appears that we are in Orangeburg. You can see we do have a very large root intrusion there.
Hey guys.
So we're just going to continue to push out.
Okay, again, as we continue to push out slowly, you can see that the pipe in this area does appear to be Orangeburg sewer piping, and it does appear to be in an oblong shape. So again, we're just going to pause for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. We are running some water on the right-hand side of the house in the primary bathroom, and we're just going to push out until we can identify the tie-in in that area. But again, you can see that this Orangeburg sewer piping does appear to be in an oblong shape. And as we continue to push out, you can see we got some debris, some buildup in this area. We'll just continue to push out. You can see there's a belly in this area, a little bit of a dip, and then you can see our tie-in here, as well as you can see some root intrusions coming in those joints. So again, we're just going to push in a little bit, try to clear our camera lens, and then what we'll do is we'll utilize this water to help us push out. But again, we'll just continue to push out. And again, possibly push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the mic here. We're going to utilize the water and just help push all the way out. And again, as we push out some more, you can see another root intrusion in this joint here. So again, we'll just continue to push out. And as we push out, it does appear we're transitioning to what appears to be vitreous clay. You can see a section of vitreous clay in that area. And we're just going to pause our mic here and just attempt to get past this point. Okay, again, we're just going to go ahead and utilize this water to help us push out and, again, possibly push all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. We did have a large root intrusion in that joint, and that was our transition from what appeared to be Orangeburg sewer piping to vitreous clay lateral sewer piping. That was our property line to lateral transition. So again, we're just going to utilize this water to help us push out. And again, you can see there we do have a large offset in that joint there. You can see from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area. You can see that the pipe there is pretty much completely shifted. There's an opening there at the top. So again, we'll mark that area on the way back. We're just going to go ahead and continue to push out. Okay, we went ahead and pushed out, and we pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to mark this area, and then we'll pull back and mark a few other areas on the way back. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we are out in the middle of the street at approximately 14 feet deep. So again, you can see here, this is our city sewer tie-in. We are on a cul-de-sac. So as we pull back, this is our saddle area. We're just going to pull back slowly, take a good look at our saddle. And you can see there's an offset there in the saddle from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock area there. A little bit of residual water still passing through. And again, there does appear to be concrete sewer piping. Again, we're just going to pull back slowly, take a good look as we pull back. And we'll push it a little bit. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And that joint appears to be in fair condition. And a little bit of erosion in that joint there, right around the 7 o'clock area, going around to about the 9 o'clock area. You can see the gap there in the concrete sewer piping with a little bit of neoprene band exposed there. Again, this area here, you can see we do have a large offset. There's a major shift there in that joint from about the 9 o'clock going all the way up and around about the 3 o'clock. See at the top there, it just looks like a half moon. So we're going to push into that area, and we'll mark that area. So we'll push in a little bit. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area at approximately 11 feet, 8 inches deep in the street, just about approximately about 5 feet from the curb area. And again, this is just out in front of the house. So again, we're just going to pull back slowly. And as we pull back again, you can see that large offset there. That area there can continue to shift, and that's where you're going to create a break in the line. So again, what we'll do is we'll push back out to that area real quick. Okay, again, we just went ahead and pushed out a little bit so we could take another good look at this area here. And again, as I mentioned, we did mark it with the red crayon in the street, approximately 5 feet from the curb area. This is just out in front of the house. That area of the concrete sewer piping does have a very large shift in it. You can see that joint there. That's what the joint should look like. And if that joint continues to shift, you can basically create a break and a stoppage in the line. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And that joint appeared to be in fair condition. Again, what we'll do is we'll pull back to where we transition to our what appeared to be Orangeburg sewer piping, and we did have a tie-in coming in, and we'll mark that area. That's our property line to lateral transition. We'll make a little bit of a turn. And you can see this area here. You can see you're holding water. We shut all our water down. You do have a belly in this area as well. You can see here, just right here, as we pull back, you drop down. You can see in this area is holding water. We'll just pull back slowly. As we're pulling back here in this area here, you can see we do have appears to be a break in the concrete sewer piping in that joint. You can see from about the 6 o'clock going up, we do have a piece of the concrete sewer piping that is broken in that transition and transitions into vitreous clay here. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, again, as we pull back and we have a short belly in that area, and you can see we're transitioning back into vitreous clay sewer piping. So we're just going to pull back slowly, and we do have a tie-in there, and that's our tie-in that's coming in from the right-hand side of the house. So we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to flush the toilet to verify that. So we're just going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and flushed the toilet and ran some water, and it is still coming in from behind us. So we're just going to push in a little bit, and we're going to locate this area here. This possibly could be our test tee. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area, and it does appear to be our test tee. We did mark this area with the red crayon on the sidewalk at approximately 6 foot 10 inches deep. And again, this is just on the sidewalk, just at the front of the property line, between the grass and the sidewalk there. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as we pull back, you can see we have large root intrusion in this area. And we transition back into what appears to be Orangeburg sewer piping. You can see that it is oblong. You can see the shape of it is kind of like a football. And again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, as we continue to pull back, you can see that joint there. You can see that the Orangeburg sewer piping appears to be being crushed a little bit there, and you can see some lumps there at the bottom. Again, we do have a tie-in coming in. We're just trying to identify the tie-in, and we're going to pull back just a little bit, and you can see this is our tie-in. So we're going to push in just a little bit, and we're going to mark this area. And again, the Orangeburg sewer piping did have root intrusions in the transition from vitreous clay to Orangeburg, and as we pull back, we can see some more root intrusions as well. So again, we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and located this area. We did mark it with a red flag at approximately 4 foot 1 inches deep in the grass, just to the right of the walkway as you approach the front door. It's kind of in between the walkway and the sidewalk. So again, we're just going to pause here for a moment. We're going to flush the toilet just to verify that that is our tie-in. Okay, again, we did flush the toilet, and that is our tie-in coming in from the right-hand primary bathroom on the right-hand side of the house and the hallway bathroom on the right-hand side. And again, in this area here, you can see the large lump in this area here, a lot of debris and build-up there. And again, that's somewhat of a sign of this is Orangeburg sewer piping. And again, a little bit of a belly. We're going to push in a little bit, try to rinse our camera in that area, in that water. And there we go, and we pull back. Again, you can see some other lumps there at the bottom of the piping. And again, the Orangeburg sewer piping does appear to be in an oblong shape, more shaped like a football opposed to being round in a radius. Again, another root intrusion. Again, heading back towards our clean out. And again, towards our clean out here, you can see that we're holding some more water, some more debris in this area as well. So we do have what appears to be a belly in this area. You can see there at the bottom, you can see the water. And as we pull back, we transition back into vitreous clay sewer piping. And we'll make a little bit of a turn. And we're going to come up and out of our clean out. What we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment.
Okay, great.
Okay, that will
Sounds good.
conclude our video
Yeah,
sewer
of course.
inspection.